Today we're going to go over, I'm reading 8 verses real quick, and we're going to focus on this word, causing. I was led to study this word today through deciphering some sounds I came up with, because this speaking in tongues thing kind of bothers me. I'm like, I never understand anybody, and they don't understand me when we do it. So I take a literal translation of that speaking in tongues thing. People should be able to understand you back and forth. It should be a language of someone in the room at the time, at least. Sure, maybe alien to you and most of the people in the room, but there has got to at least be one person to give an accurate, homegrown translation. Not, oh, I feel this is what that probably means. No, you heard the language where your grandparents came from, the real life earth language, and you'll be able to tell everybody, oh, this is what she just said. This is what he's just said. Trust me. You have my word on it. And then we build each other up in small fellowships that we're supposed to be in small groups. Let's start these 8 quick verses in this word causing, and why this word causing is so important. When you read it outside of the King James and you open your mind and you try other translations, so you can attack the enemy from several angles. People, it's a battle tool. Use as many tools as possible. You can't do it when you're a baby and study, because you get lost. So if you're a beginner, don't do this. If you've been around a minute, go ahead, join in. It's really fun. Use your brain a minute. All right, anyway. Romans chapter 8, verse 11. God caused Jesus to live again after he died, and because his Spirit lives in you, God will also make your bodies, which now are sure to die, live again. He caused Christ to live again after he died, and he will make you live again by causing his Spirit to do it. Romans 16:17. My fellow believers, I tell you that you must be careful about the people who are causing divisions among you and who cause people to stop honoring God. Keep away from such people. Galatians 5:22. But as we grow and trust in Christ, God's Spirit starts causing us to love others. We are joyful, we are peaceful, we are patient, we are kind, we are good, we are ones whom others can trust. Philippians 1:17. But catching those who are proclaiming the good news about Christ for selfish reasons do not have good reasons for doing so. They believe they are causing me more suffering while I am here in prison. Colossians 1:20. It also pleased God to bring everything back to himself in peace through Jesus. God offered peace to all people and all things everywhere on earth and in heaven. He did this by causing the Son to die on the cross as a sacrifice, shedding his blood as he died. 2 Thessalonians 2:7. Although Satan is already secretly causing people to reject God's laws, the one who is preventing this man from revealing himself now will continue to prevent him until God removes him. Titus 1:11. You and the leaders whom you appoint should prevent such people from teaching the believers. They're teaching things that they should not teach, causing entire families to believe wrong things. They only do it so that people will give them money. This is very shameful. Hebrews 6:6. But now, if these people reject Christ, no one will be able to persuade them to stop sinning and to trust in him again. That is because it is as though these people have nailed the Son of God to his cross again. They are causing people to despise Christ in front of others. These causings highlighted in all those verses, I went and dug up most, if not all, and I chose the word from the concordance linked to the King James from the UDB, and I read through 4 translations usually to get the vibe on it before digging into the concordance, where I needed to hone in on these causings. Several words I picked because of how it pulls together in the sentence, causing. First one, a causing, which also, even, indeed, a cumulative force. Something that makes with the names of things to produce, to make ready and prepared, to bear, shoot forth, declare something with designation of time, to celebrate, to make ready, to perform to a promise, agree, appoint, provide, have purged, to be. Don't make me have a Shakespeare moment. I know it's getting heavy and you're like, where are you going with this? But to be, I am that I am. I mean something. We're wrestling with it now, but we don't have to wrestle with it. Go return to the kingdom of heaven. Agree to King Jesus to terms of his contract. You'll be all right. Causings. In a negative sense, you could cause someone to be rejected. But wouldn't you prefer to do the good thing and cause, I am that I am, to cause, to be, to make peace, establish harmony, harmonize, operate in your calling, to be effectual, show forth self-work, to be mighty in showing forth, to produce, to blossom like a flower. Are you a tree that Jesus will cut down and curse? Or are you a tree producing fruit and he will leave your tree, he will transplant your tree into fertile garden ground back in paradise, and then he will prune you and pluck fruit from you? Are you being pruned? Are you ready to produce fruit? Are you already producing fruit? Or is it going to come that he passes you and sees no fruit, and he's not going to give you a year to till the soil? He'll give you a year if you agree with him now. Say, okay, I'll agree to this, but give me a year. Let me build up in a year. And he'll work the ground for a year, and he'll take his time with you like a gardener. You ever go to the botanical gardens in any big city? If you haven't yet, go take a extremely long walk. Take an entire late morning and do it. Go through it for at least 2 hours, seriously. Stare at the flowers. Wonder how they got to that stage of development. Who's taking care of them? How are they thriving? Why are all the different kinds of plants in one small space thriving? To hold discourse with others, but to instill, to share. Be a public example. Live it yourself and then teach it. If you're not doing it yourself, honestly, don't talk about it yet. Wait. Wait till you're ready. That's all. Just wait till you're ready if you're not actually already doing it yourself. If you're about to preach a message, go through it in your head one more time, thinking of am I living it out yet myself? And then hold back and don't teach it yet. Put it to the side and come back to it later. That's all. These other translations of the Bible, you need to use them because you need to search for things in the Bible the way you speak. And then you can backtrack. Not backtrack in a negative sense. You could research properly. Scientific method. Come on. Anybody went to college? Or finished high school? Or got to 8th grade? Come on. You had science class in 8th grade to learn a scientific method by then. Apply it to this too. It's okay. Thanks.